Ron.
Here at June 8th.
Here we are, June 8th.
Exactly 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, people
Setting
are
up
forming.
the tent for our third stay on
Bill Carlin Hackett, head of Interfaith Council on Homelessness.
Protesting. Actually, I think now we can call it Mayor Greg Nichols' policy. Before it was the city of Seattle, but he signed an executive order. So I guess he wants to take the hit for this.
So take the hit for what?
For a policy that's still not just. He said he put up shelter and he put up 20 mats. I guess that's what shelter means to him.
And how many people do you think need shelter a night, if 20 is not enough?
Well, you know, the sweep they did 2 weeks ago, they said they cleared 36 camps or something, 36 tents. Even that one sweep proves that 20 is not enough. And given that we've got 2,631 unsheltered people on the streets, I'd say we're a little short if 20 is the number.
So
they're not all in Seattle. What do we have in Seattle? About 1,800?
So tonight there'll be 1,800 people in Seattle with nowhere to sleep?
At least, yeah.
So where do they go?
Anywhere they can where they're safe, yeah. Where would you go if you wanted to be safe, you know?
Probably closest to the best 5-star hotel.
Somewhere where they're not going to find you, probably, and wake you up, and then there's a few people on the street, not a lot, but a few who you have to be careful of, I guess. So you can't even necessarily trust. I'd say that's probably the least worry, though, of the other homeless. The most worry is probably the citizens of the town who will see you and get upset. I think they're doing good by calling police. I don't necessarily think police do a lot because they know what it's like for the homeless pretty much. I don't really fault them entirely for this. The orders of the mayor.
So do you think the general public is sympathetic or knowledgeable of the fact that there's 1,800 people a night on the streets here?
They're not very knowledgeable, but you know, when they interviewed the people on Mercer Island, the tent city was coming, some of them said they'd heard about it, and they'd heard it was a good thing, and they hadn't visited, but that's a sign that people can have some common sense about this, I guess, you know. But they think those homeless folks are trying to do something to be safe. That's what this is about, finding a safe place to sleep.
So if you could wave a magic wand, is there a fix? Or is this just an endless...
I suppose the first fix would be that we have an enormous number of empty indoor space that's warm and heated, or, you know, and safe, that just sits empty every single night. If this was Hurricane Katrina, we'd be housing everybody, wouldn't we?
Right.
It's not Hurricane Katrina, so we don't house them. That's how we deal with it. This is not an emergency in people's minds, unless you're the one who it's happening.
It's in the emergency.
So I hate how we've bandied about the definition of emergency in this country. Maybe they don't think it's an emergency if you've been homeless for 10 years. It's a little crazy.
Do you think this will have an effect on a Sunday night when there's not too many people around in City Hall?
Doing this?
Yeah.
Well, we'll be here Monday morning too.
Oh, okay.
There's a service in the morning. Women in Black are going to read the names of all the people who died on the streets the last 2 or 3 years. I think it was 250 names if I recall. So that's going to take a while, and hey, oh, I'm getting there. It's kind of a 2-person job, but the other person's filming. Filming for posterity.
Right. Filming for educational purposes, I guess.
The current.
So is the answer housing? If there was enough money, put in enough housing, and then the problem would be...
Housing, of course, is a great answer, yeah. And then for a lot of folks, they need more than just housing. They need some kind of services to help them with the distresses that make them want to be. in some cases make them want to be homeless.
Yeah.
Or, you know, to keep them free of the substances and all the other things that are happening.
That's the best. What are you doing with all the money in the paper you have? All you need. I only had 13 papers. Oh, hell no.